Tonight, Governor Fubara urges judiciary, political leaders to uphold truth, justice in service to nation. Federal government extends 30% of 2025 capital budget to November 2026. Canada announces new 2026 express entry categories for Nigerians, others. River State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. This is a welcome to you. It's the World News on River State Television. My name is Obubele Barapaka. Don't forget I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. Just click that little bell so you get straight from the studios what we do while we are here. Now details of news making the rounds this hour. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has called on Nigeria's judiciary and political leaders to stand firmly on the side of truth and justice as they serve the nation. Governor Fubara made the appeal at a state banquet at Government House in Port Harcourt, honoring retired appellate jurists Obie Tombara Pele Daniel Kalio, who bowed out after decades on the bench of the Court of Appeal. Our correspondent, Tamno Barabi Bulubo, has the rest of the report.
It was an evening of tribute, rich cultural displays and music rendition in celebrating 40 years of meritorious service of Justice Obie Daniel Kalio to the nation's judiciary upon his retirement from the Court of Appeal. Governor Fubara said a true test of leadership is how public servants conclude their careers, urging officials to prioritize integrity over personal gain. He described the honoree as a model for River State and the nation, adding that the unprecedented state reception reflected the jury's distinguished record.
We'll be calling you from time to time when the need arises to advise us, to support us, and to also return back to your dear state. I heard you say the benefits you had, why you feel you owe River State a lot. That was the good old days. I don't think we can even imagine it in the next 10 years again. But something is very, very important that I must state here. That it happened before and it's not happening now doesn't mean it can't happen again. That is the truth. It is we coming together, believing in what is most important, setting a standard and not allowing our personal interests to bring down this standard. That is the only way we can get back to that stage again. And our vision and our desire here is to make sure that River States continue to grow from strength to strength. It has not been an easy movement. I feel very, very humble and opportuned. I use the word opportune to say that those of you that are here today, those of you that are celebrating one of your own, are very special to us in River State. I have the reason why I'm saying that. We can't pay you, but God will pay you. Justice Danetalo, you will continue to shine. We, as the government, will look for other areas where we'll make sure that we'll do something to show that you are a right model.
In her remarks, Solicitor General of the Ministry of Justice, Vera Samdike, praised the retired justice's fairness and loyalty to the rule of law. Responding, Justice Daniel Kalio, former presiding justice of Appellate Courts Asaba Division, thanked the governor and described the judiciary as a stabilizing force in any progressive society. Tamunna Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
In another development, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has expressed profound grief following the sudden death of Senator Barinada Mpigi, who represented the Rivers Southeast Senatorial District. The veteran lawmaker and chairman of the Senate Committee on Works died at the age of 64. In a statement released Thursday and signed by the Chief Press Secretary, Onwuka Nzeshi, the governor characterized the late senator as a close brother and a vital political figure in the state. The governor noted that the loss occurred at a time when the senator's leadership was most essential to his constituents and the broader state's population. Governor Fubara offered condolences to the family, the people of the Southeast District and the Nigerian Senate. He encouraged those affected to find comfort in the senator's history of public service and his contribution to the development of Rivers State. Now, what had been the pulse of the Rivers public after the announcement of Governor Siminala Ifubara as Man of the Year by the Telegraph newspaper? Former National Assembly member Honorable Ogbonna Nwuke and the elder statesman Chief Davis Ibemu Ikaya are about the first people to praise the governor's transformative leadership that had earned him the prestigious award. Ogboka Umeda spoke with both Rivers personalities after appearing on the flagship interactive program on the Rivers television, tagged Stewardship. The report.
Honorable Ogbonna Nwuke, who represented the people of Ichie or Muma Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, described the award as well-deserved as Governor Fubara has transformed Rivers State infrastructurally within 2 years.
It's not the award that is the issue, it's the performance. And the performance in a time of great strife, when crisis has been everywhere, when it's difficult to focus, when you are easily distracted. But this man has remained focused. And I think that's the difference. The good thing would be, as we sit down, growing up as we have grown, to say, those tall buildings at the Secretariat, they were built by Alfred Spif. It gives us time to reflect. Oh, those beautiful schools that had computers were built by Rotimi Amechi. Oh, those flyovers, 13 of them were built by Nyesom Wike. And then look where Fubara is coming from too. It's something that we should share as Rivers people.
In the same vein, former state chairman of the APC, Chief Davis Ikaya, said the award is a reflection of Governor Fubara's performance in the healthcare, infrastructure, education sectors, as well as the civil service.
The governor himself has been a lovable person. He has endeared himself to the people, and he's humble, and he's a professional, he's an administrator. So he understands the nitty-gritty of the people. So the people love him naturally, and that's why I'm talking the way I'm talking. So we are backing him, we are supporting him.
On the governor's dedication of the award to the FCT minister, Nyesom Ezengo Wike, using the phrase, "he discovered him," the duo said it is an affirmation of loyalty and gratitude, advising Governor Fubara to keep the momentum. They expressed confidence that the differences with his predecessor will be resolved amicably.
That award is well deserved. He is the best in infrastructure as far as I'm concerned. So it's very well deserved, and I congratulate him for this award. Congratulate him also for his humility. Congratulate him also for his peaceful demeanor, and I wish him well.
Choose the governor, one award which says he has had his eyes focused on the ball, and one award that has also shown how reflective and how deeply this governor thinks. You got an award and you dedicated it to someone, and you said to the world, this man discovered me. It shows humility, it shows direction, it shows upbringing, and it has gotten people, Nigerians, thinking again about who the man, His Excellency Siminala Ifubara, really is. I think it's a good narrative, for all Nigerians, and for me as a Rivers person. I'm happy to be alive to see something like this happen.
Ogboka Umeda, Rstv News.
The National PRO of Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners of Nigeria, called Petron, and a lecturer in the Department of Marketing at the Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Dr. Joseph Obele, has congratulated the newly elected Dean of the Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences, Professor Jude Walker. Professor Jude Walker, a scholar in human resource management at Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Port Harcourt, emerged victorious in the faculty election with 115 votes, defeating other contestants by a wide margin. Dr. Obele advised the new dean to prioritize regular power supply at the faculty block to ensure smooth and uninterrupted academic activities, among other internal developmental activities. Going national now, Deputy Spokesperson of the House of Representatives, Honorable Philip Agbese, has lauded the deepening security partnership between Nigeria and the United States. He described the recent arrival of 100 American soldiers as a clear demonstration that Nigeria is finally getting it right in global. Responding to the recent deployment of U.S. troops to Bauchi State to support Nigeria's counter-terrorism efforts, the lawmaker said the collaboration marks a turning point in the country's fight against insurgency, banditry, and other violent crimes. According to Nigerian defense authorities, the U.S. personnel are in the country to train Nigerian forces and provide intelligence support in the battle against terrorist groups such as Boko Haram and the Islamic State West Africa province, as well as criminal gangs terrorizing communities across the country. A High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Maitama, Abuja, has reserved judgments till date to be communicated to parties in a 5.5 billion naira defamation suit by two operatives of the Department of State Services, also called DSS, against the group, the Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP. Justice Halilu Yusuf stated this on Thursday after lawyers to parties adopted their final written addresses and made submissions in the suit filed by the two officers, Sarah John and Gabriel Ogundele. Listed with SERAP as defendants in the suit is its deputy director, Kolawole Oluwadare. The claimants in the suit accused SERAP of making false claims that John and Ogundele invaded their Abuja office on the 9th September 2024. The government of Canada has announced 5 new express entry draw categories for 2026, aimed at attracting skilled workers from Nigeria and other countries to address labor shortages and support economic growth. Lena Metlege Diab, Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, announced this on Wednesday in Ottawa, stating that the new categories are designed to meet the country's evolving workforce needs. According to Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, the 2026 categories will include a new pathway for foreign medical doctors with Canadian work experience, as well as targeted roles for researchers and senior managers with Canadian work experience. Transport professionals, including pilots, aircrafts, mechanics, and inspectors, and highly skilled foreign military personnel recruited by the Canadian Armed Forces for roles such as military doctors, nurses, and pilots. The department will also continue invitation rounds, prioritizing candidates with strong French language proficiency and applicants with experience in priority sectors retained from 2025. These include healthcare and social service roles such as nurse practitioners, dentists, pharmacists, psychologists, and chiropractors, as well as skilled trades including carpenters, plumbers, and machinists. The new categories are part of Canada's broader strategy to attract highly skilled immigrants to support critical sectors and strengthen the country's workforce. This is the world news. Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Watch us live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. Do us a favor, click that bell so you get it live from the studios. Up ahead on the news, President Donald Trump promises $10 billion for new board of peace to focus on Gaza, others. And in sports, midfielder Ngozi Okogie-Okogene gift Monday return to Super Falcons for February friendly against Cameroon. We'll bring you details of these and other stories when we come back soon.
Please listen to this public announcement. By-elections in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Rivers State hereby notifies the general public that by-elections will hold in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies on Saturday, the 21st of February 2026. Accreditation and voting will commence at 8:30 a.m. at all the designated polling units in the affected constituencies. Only registered voters and valid permanent voters card (PVCs) will be allowed to vote, and accreditation will be conducted using the beavers. Remember, no PVC, no voting. INEC urges all eligible voters in the affected constituencies to turn out peacefully and exercise their civic responsibility. And this is signed by Geraldine Ekelemo, HOD, Voter Education and Publicity, for Resident Electoral Commissioner.
My Oga, welcome, sir.
Apologies. We need to look at this report.
What can we offer you?
Don't worry, I'll soon be leaving.
I'm coming.
Huh? Mr. Chef, it's a two-finger crush.
Pass the beef and crayfish.
I am the chef of life. I am the chef of life. Chef of life with Mr. Chef.
And your love got this.
Food is ready, sir.
I was about to take my leave.
Mazi, Irigadigo.
With Mr. Chef, a simple crush turns meals into culture and moments into memories.
This is the true taste of home.
And culture.
Mr. Chef, taste home, taste culture.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
February edition of the Global Crusade with Kumui, themed Turning Point, starting from the 25th February to the 1st of March 2026, live in Port Harcourt at the Deeper Life Campground, East West Road, Rumodara, Port Harcourt. Don't miss the Impact Academy with Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumui, themed The Excellent Spirit for teenager, campus students, and young professionals called to shine, happening on the 28th of February at the River State University RSU Convocation Arena. Every believer needs to be refueled and revived for greater impact. God is calling you to the All Believers Conference titled Restored, Renewed, and Revived Believers for Breakthrough, happening on the 26th and 27th February 2026, 0700 GMT daily at the Deeper Life Campground, East West Road, Rumodara, Port Harcourt.
Rstv, your source for authentic coverage. View us on YouTube, Rstv Online, Facebook, and GoTV at channel 142.
There is something about this God.
Activating the unexplainable love of God.
Greater love had no man than this.
Greater love than no man,
that a man laid down his life for his friend.
You see, when God loves you, he fights your unseen battles. You are sleeping, you don't even know what is happening, but he's there fighting your battles for you. You are sitting in your house, he will raise a voice somewhere to be campaigning for you. Today, every storm in your life shall become still. The best way to find true love is to find God. Remember, God never sends you into a situation alone. He goes before you, he stands beside you, he walks behind you, he's always with you. All those that rejected you, as the Lord liveth, they must surely bow before you. When you have nothing left but God, you will discover that God is enough. God knows how long you have waited. Every second will be worth at the end. So it doesn't matter how the devil have damaged your life now. Don't worry. God is about to remold you, repackage you, redesign you, and beautify you.
OPM Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Please listen to this public announcement. By-elections in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Rivers State hereby notifies the general public that by-elections will hold in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies on Saturday, the 21st of February 2026. Accreditation and voting will commence at 8:30 a.m. at all the designated polling units in the affected constituencies. Only registered voters and valid permanent voters card (PVCs) will be allowed to vote, and accreditation will be conducted using the beavers. Remember, no PVC, no voting. INEC urges all eligible voters in the affected constituencies to turn out peacefully and exercise their civic responsibility. And this is signed by Geraldine Ekelemu, HOD, Voter Education and Publicity, for Resident Electoral Commissioner.
Mr. Chef, it's a two-finger crush.
Pass me the chicken and all peppers.
Mama Maka, we got this.
With Mr. Chef, a simple crush turns meals into culture and moments into memories.
This is the true taste of home
and culture.
Mr. Chef, taste home, taste culture.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate.
It's a pleasure to have you back again on the news. Former Governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, has been released by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. He was reportedly taken into custody by operatives of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. According to the report, the former governor had been released but was soon after taken into custody by operatives of the ICPC. The federal government has said it will implement 30% of the 2025 capital budget before the end of November as part of measures to fast-track project execution and clear outstanding obligations. The move follows a directive to ministries, departments, and agencies, also called MDAs, to comply strictly with the procurement rules in the execution and payment of capital projects under the extended 2025 budget cycle. In a statement released on Thursday by the Director of Press and Public Relations at the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Bawa Mokwa, the government said MDAs had been instructed to align fully with the Public Procurement Act in implementing the 2025 and 2026 capital budgets. It stated that the Minister of State for Finance, Doris Uzoka Anite, gave the directive during a stakeholders meeting on the implementation of the extended 2025 capital budget held at the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. She stressed that capital disbursements must follow due process. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Olayemi Cardoso, on Thursday cautioned that the growing adoption of stable coins and private digital payment platforms could heighten foreign exchange volatility and weaken monetary policy transmission in emerging economies. Cardoso spoke at the opening ceremony of the G24 Technical Group meeting in Abuja, where he delivered a plenary address titled Digital Cross-Border Payments, Global Finance, and Economic Transformation Opportunities and Risks. He said the expansion of the private digital payment platforms and stablecoins raises concerns about currency substitution and weakens monetary transmission, increases forex volatility and capital flow pressures, leading to systemic importance of non-bank payment providers and regulatory arbitrage and fragmentation. According to him, while digital innovation presents a historic opportunity to address inefficiencies in cross-border payments, it must be approached with caution to preserve macroeconomic stability. Now, foreign stories. President Donald Trump of the United States has promised $10 billion for a new board of peace, an amorphous new institution focused first on Gaza that is being launched just as he threatens Iran with war. While U.S. warplanes and aircraft carriers headed toward Iran on its orders, Trump welcomed some 24 allies from around the world to the gleaming Washington building of the former U.S. Institute of Peace, which had been gutted and renamed after the 79-year-old Republican. Trump said the United States would contribute $10 billion to the initiative, whose goals include rebuilding Gaza, which was reduced to rubble by 2 years of war between Hamas and Israel. According to the report, Trump will wield veto power over the Board of Peace and can remain its head even after leaving office, while countries that want to stay on permanently rather than enjoy a 2-year stint will need to pay $1 billion. 3 Vietnamese airlines announced nearly $37 billion in purchases in a series of contracts signed with United States aerospace companies. The agreements come as Hanoi and Washington continue trade negotiations on U.S. tariffs on Vietnamese products, currently set at 20%. The Southeast Asian nation posted 8% growth last year despite the new U.S. tariffs, defying expectations when many feared the collapse of its export-driven growth model. The airline said in a statement that the purchase reflects Sun Fukuoka Airways' strategic ambition to build a truly intercontinental network. Let's take a look at some sports news. Midfielder Ngozi Okobi-Okegene and forward Gift Monday have returned to the Super Falcons squad after head coach Justin Madugu named a 25-player list for this month's friendly matches against Cameroon. The 9-time Women's Africa Cup of Nations champions will face the indomitable Lionesses in a 2-match friendly in Yaoundé on 28 February and 4 March. Okobi-Okegene last featured for Nigeria at the 2022 WAFCON, while Monday was omitted from the squad to the 2024 WAFCON held in 2025 in Morocco. Captain Rashida Tajibade, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, and forwards Esther Okoronkwo and Chiwendu Ihezuo were also included in the squad. River State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build a ticket to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Watch us live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. Don't forget, the bell is there for you to click so you subscribe to our live feed. And now to conclude this bulletin, another look at some of the major stories. Governor Siminala Ifubara has called on Nigeria's judiciary and the political class to stand firmly on the side of truth and justice if they must serve the nation creditably. The federal government has said it will implement 30% of the 2025 capital budget before the end of November as part of measures to fast-track project execution and clear outstanding obligations. We had also brought you the report that the government of Canada has announced 5 new express entry draw categories for 2026, aimed at attracting skilled workers from Nigeria and other countries of the world to address labor shortages and support economic growth. That's it. Thanks for being a part of it. Good night.